Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Signal here and welcome back to another video. So in this one, I'm gonna start by talking about, I've been showing you my League Invasion rewards. So this is first of all on the main accounts. And we got Hush, which is not a great drop, and Sword of Sin, which is a pretty damn good drop, generally speaking. And honestly, now that we got League Invasions, I do not mind the second Sword of Sin. Though it's nothing crazy, it's pretty good. And we got some nice artifact reforges here as well, and some talent refreshes, and a lot of orbs over here. And I actually got all the rewards on this account. I think on the secondary account I'm missing the split rewards, but I got them here. Well, the cat pressed something else with his butt, but yeah, let's move on to the secondary account. And on the secondary account, I didn't get any split rewards, which is weird, but I got some shards for Legendary Shazam, I guess, which I don't care about. I get Toxic Bomb, which doesn't sound great. Like, it spawns a hazard every 4 successful specials. Yeah, I don't know about this one. And we got the rest of the things that I got on the main account as well. Now, I don't have any League Invasion gameplay left, but I want to talk about League Invasions and how things are and what I would change. So what I do have that I haven't showed you is some Soul Raid gameplay from the secondary account. So I know it's going to be weird, but you're going to see in the background some Soul Raid gameplay. And I'm going to talk about League Invasions, so let's get into that. Okay, so with League Invasions, let's first talk about the goddamn Silver Tower, because that's a pretty big problem. So what happens with the Silver Tower is that we have a tower, obviously, that you're gonna have only silver characters in to defend and only silver characters to attack it. And that's kind of summing up the problem, because silver characters, we don't have many or any good actually good damage dealers. Like we can put together something, there's some way to get through it, but it's an annoying process because the decent defensive characters that are placed there are gonna be extremely hard to deal with compared to what offensive capabilities people have. Because when you take a look at the other towers, yeah, there's a Nightmare Batman in there, there's a Darkseid, there's a Justice Superman, but you also have Batman Ninja Team, you have the Multiverse Team to deal with it. Over here, we don't have much to deal with it, and we are facing a Silver Superman. And Silver Superman is gonna be crazy annoying to deal with, and with the right artifact, but I'm gonna get more into that point a bit later. He can have up to 100% chance to dodge your attacks, and you're just gonna miss everything. He's gonna deal a lot of damage, and it's gonna be pretty rough to do specials on him because he's got the reflective shield. And there are some teams that can get around that, like Puppet teams, like Puppet Aquaman, Puppet Server Catwoman. But the problem with those is it's gonna be very hard to get them set up. And you make one mistake and it's over, they are dead, they're gonna get one shot. So I really don't enjoy fighting the Silver Towers. Like, the other towers, despite all the problems and all the inconveniences, I still am able to fight them and eventually have a good time while doing it. With the Silver Tower, is just miserable. I feel like there's too much of a difference between what you have available for defense and what you have available for offense. And I honestly don't know how to fix this. I do like the idea of a Silver Tower because it makes people build silver characters, and that's nice for silver characters to be useful again. But man, Silver Superman is just too much. Maybe just ban Silver Superman or make Silver Superman gold so he's no longer usable in the Silver Tower. But that is annoying. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm just bad at it, and you guys are like, Silver Tower is the easiest one out of them, Sigvold. Let me know in the comments about that. But yeah, let's move on to the next points. Something I'm not really gonna go too hard on this video is the fact that characters with reflective shields don't get staggered currently, because that comes with a bit of a trade-off, because with the last update we have two main things that influence League Invasions in terms of the gameplay of it. We have reflective shields not getting staggered, and then we have enemies not tagging in and out. And while it's annoying that you don't get staggered on the reflective shields, the fact that the enemy don't tag in and out is also a very good thing for League Invasions, and is gonna be a huge difference whenever the enemies will start in the future to tag in and out again. So I'm not gonna talk about those are bugs. Hopefully they're gonna get fixed, I guess. I honestly don't know what's worse, not being able to stagger the enemy or the enemy being able to tag out. Yeah, I guess let me know about that in the comments too, but let's move on to the next point. Now getting into everybody's favorite mechanic, the dodge mechanic. Uh, Bro, that's one of the most frustrating things in the game. And look, I do not have a problem with any class dodging except for the arcane class. Because if I'm fighting a tech character with a might character and he dodges the attack and proceeds to kill me, it's my fault. I'm stupid. I should not have used the might character against the tech character because that's at the class disadvantage. But with the arcane characters, especially my boy Darkseid, being able to dodge every single goddamn character in the game, that is not okay. That is in no way okay. That is just frustrating. That is garbage. That makes me mad every single goddamn time it happens because it has no counterplay. No matter what I do, no matter what I use, he's gonna dodge them. He's gonna dodge them. And the entire fight is basically gambling as to if Darkseid is gonna dodge at the worst possible time, which is usually maybe Blue Beetle tagging in and trying to use a special 2 to get unhittable and stuff like that. And it turns my whole fight into not about how good I play the fight, about how lucky I am, and I absolutely hate that. And there's a very easy way to fix this, so when you take a look at the class advantages and disadvantages outside of League Invasions, it's gonna be, I think, a 20% damage buff and a 20% damage debuff, depending on if you have the class advantage or disadvantage. But when you take a look at the Arcane class, as far as I remember at least, you're not gonna have anything. It's gonna be neutral towards all of them. And another way you could handle this, and I don't remember exactly the game, but there was a game that had this class system where there was a class that didn't interact with the others, but had bonuses against each other. So you could maybe have it so that arcane characters have all those bonuses that also my characters have against tech characters against other arcane characters. Arcane characters fight each other, they have a class advantage against each other, and that way we have a way to counter the dodge on arcane characters and get the feeling that we're at least able to think about how to bypass this and not just relying on luck and randomly getting killed and getting mad. Like, I think the dodge on arcane characters is pretty much the worst thing about League Invasions currently. And last point is gonna be about the reward system. The reward system is, if it works, it's fine. The rewards from League Invasions are actually fine. You're gonna get some reforges for the 4th gear slots. You're gonna get some talent reforges at the end of the season. You're gonna get some artifact reforges. It pretty much somewhat covers. I still think those resources are not abundant enough in the game, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. It's definitely a lot better. They're touching on resources that were not available in other places in the game previously, and they should have been. Because think about it, we have the Injustice Mobile Pass, we have the daily logins. So probably in a month previous to the League Invasion introduction, you would get around 5 common. Granted, there was a pass because there's not always a pass, but you would get 5 common artifact reforges and 1 rare artifact reforges. Now you can get a lot more of those because of League Invasions, and more people are gonna get to interact with the artifact upgrade system, and that's nice. You have pretty much a guarantee to drop a soul rate exclusive artifact. It's still a bad system. I still think there should definitely be at least a chest you can gamble for them in the game, but hey, it's at least guaranteed you're gonna get a pay to win artifact at the end of every month. Is it gonna be a good one or a bad one? Hey, it's up to your luck. I got some garbage ones, I got some decent ones so far. I get random people in my videos commenting I got beta club sig. Well, how do I use it? And that's great. But it's still bad. It's still a bad system. Artifacts are still pay to win, don't get me wrong, but it's better. I think overall the rewards are fine, but they need to fix the goddamn problems where people are just not getting the goddamn rewards in the inbox, because that is frustrating and that makes people no longer want to play your game mode. And overall, League Invasion is pretty fun. I like the game modes, and if they touched on all the issues I talked about, I think it might be better. Let me know in the comments what you think or what you would like to see changed. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!